Don, obviously, I don't know if the result was ever really in doubt, but what did you take from this game of what you liked and maybe what you didn't like?
I mean, I like the fact that we have an opportunity to play a little bit quicker. Obviously, we had some miscues in playing fast, but when you're gonna pick up the pace and how we want to play, you're gonna have to just be patient with the players to get them to execute at that pace. But I think it was a good start. What I don't like about tonight or today was defensively. We look a little bit different than we've looked in the past, and maybe we won't look like the team of a few years ago, even last year. We just got to compete a little bit better on that side of the ball.
Don, what did you think about your team's on-court chemistry today?
I feel like it was a great start. I think we've been, practicing with maybe 8 or 9 players over the past few weeks. So slowly we're gaining, we're gaining a place in which we're getting used to playing with one another and playing different roles. Everybody besides our two bigs have to play, as far as basketball, a different role. And those two, Elena and Asia, they have to play a different role, and they have to be leaders. So that's exhausting in itself. So, until we get a couple of games under our belts, will we, feel like we're at that place where, we're on the string and we're working together.
Coach, did anything surprise you at all as far as maybe how some of your younger players perform, first game-like environment, or anything that you saw that you were like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I can use that down the road?
No, everybody, pretty much played within themselves. I think, potentially we got some great young players that's going to be able to help us throughout this season. Obviously, I really like what Ty Harris brings to the table. She just looks a lot different. She's a different looking point guard than Bianca, and I just like having, those two and Ariane, just having 3 different looking point guards that give us something different. And then Kiki Harrigan is she's got potential to be a really good player, but we have to not put so much pressure on her and allow her to grow and continue to learn. There are things that she does extremely well, and there are things in which she needs to improve on. And the good thing about Kiki is she's willing to do that. She does extra. She puts in extra from a conditioning standpoint. She puts in extra watching film. She wants to be a great player, and she's got all the key ingredients to be that.
Don, last year, the focus was always to get the ball inside to Wilson and Coates, but you also had Mitchell to account for. With no Mitchell this year, is it always going to be first option, every option inside the post, or do you feel comfortable saying if we got to go with our guards first, we'll go with the guards?
No, we're always going to be a team that plays inside out, no matter if we have the 2 bigs. I mean, we were inside out when we had Lisa Welch and Ashley Bruner. Well, you have to, you have to get that ball in the paint somehow. They got to get a touch. They don't necessarily have to shoot it, but they got to touch it. And the big girls get up and down the floor and run. You have to reward them, and if they're going to shoot, they shot 15 for, what's that, 16? Yes. I'm taking my chances with 15 for 16.
Anything else for Coach Staley? One over here.
Kayla Davis and Alicia Gray took 28 shots combined tonight. How big of an adjustment is it for them in their new role in the offense?
I don't know. You probably have to ask them that. I think 17 shots is pretty good. 11 shots, pretty good. I mean, and we are gonna have some balance. They are doing a great job. They're doing a great job passing the ball and moving the ball around, and it's a work in progress. I think, the person that's probably going to have the biggest adjustment is Kayla. Kayla's used to shooting about 20, 25 times a night, and it's not to say that she won't ever get those opportunities. It just won't be on a nightly basis. She's so versatile. She brings so much more to the table that you're going to see, a complete player. She can pass the ball. She's got great, basketball IQ. And we're going to have to live with her taking some ill-advised shots at times because she's capable. She shot a 25-footer, in transition, right in stride. And those are shots that she's capable of making, and we'll probably would have cringed if somebody else were to do that, in years past. But she's shown that's very much in her, her toolbox.
Coach, when you jump from practices to exhibition play, what are you looking for in particular? What were you trying to find out there today? I know you mentioned the defense a little bit. And was this a positive step as you get ready for these games to count and matter?
Well, anytime that you're able to play somebody other than, someone with garden and black on, I think it's a great opportunity. What we want to see is, I don't know how competitive this team is. And because they're so new and we've only had 25 practices. So we just want them to see where they compete. We want to see who's gonna be the person that we, who we get behind in a tough situation. And we're trying to track some players in those areas where it won't be so much of a different role for them. Just capable people of because we miss Khadijah Sessions. She was the one that, she's going to come out and play hard every day. They don't have to play like her, but they got to have a little bit of dog in them to know, that if somebody barks, we can bark back.
Thank you, Coach.